Welcome to the Virzi Triplets show. We will be fuck you, Chef. We will be
live from Buffalo. What's going on? We've got comedian here, Johnny Hawk, playing the helium.
And now to the weather. Okay. We will be in Plano, Texas. Actually, this will probably be, I don't know if this will be out. Never mind. We'll be in Hot Springs, Arkansas, Thursday the 20th and Friday the 21st. We'll be in Louisville at the Louisville Comedy Club the 26th, Fort Wayne, Indiana the 27th, Wisconsin 28th and 29th, Skyline Comedy Club. Check us out on the tours, Lava.
St. Louis and Phoenix also.
And St. Louis and Phoenix.
Hot Springs, Arkansas, dude.
Yes, let's go.
If you just stick with it long enough, you too can be playing a meth rehab.
Well, it's called the warehouse.
Yeah, it's a warehouse.
It's a warehouse.
It is called the warehouse.
Where they cook it.
Yes,
no,
exactly. It's legitimately called the warehouse. That's the name of the place.
Amazing, dude.
Today we got comedian Johnny Mitchell on the podcast.
Yeah.
I almost said we gave him the nickname Johnny Hawk.
They see me flapping?
Wings out.
Make
Wings
it
out.
flap.
Well, it was before you had a brand.
That's
now you
what
have a
Putin
brand.
tells me when I'm bottoming for him.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. He says, make it flap, dude.
Well,
Make it flap.
you
Yeah, it's
know,
before I had a brand. I was Johnny Hawk. You guys been calling me Hawk for years.
yeah. There was. I think
It hasn't caught on with anybody else, but
Well, we haven't promoted it.
that's true.
until this podcast
Yeah.
episode.
Leave hawk emojis in the comments, you guys.
Yeah, there was a point at Fourth Wall where you were kind of. This was before like Reels and TikTok and everything got big. Where you're like, man, I don't know what to like. What's the next step moving forward? And we're like, you need a rebrand as Johnny Hawk.
As the Hawk,
And
dude.
I think there might have been a moment where you actually considered it.
I haven't fully put it to rest. I got lucky this year. Somebody attacked me on stage. Daddy
Yes.
went viral.
Oh, that's true.
So once that heat dies off, I gotta
You got to rebrand.
I gotta become an animal.
Well,
You know
that's
what I
where,
mean?
as you said, you were going to
Bird
bottom.
of prey.
Yes.
Listen to the merch.
Yeah.
Every album.
Where are my birds at? Those
Yeah.
are my followers.
Comics of Prey, you and Dalia. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, every album is just a different type of bird that you put out.
Yeah.
You do like the Eagle album, and then just that's the standard of your albums.
I like it.
Well,
we always like taking comics and seeing if we can spin them into, like, if we're like a shitty 80s manager,
Right.
We like talking to a bunch of comics and be like, here's your shtick, and if you stick with it, you're actually gonna make it.
There's good money in arboretums, dude.
Yeah,
there's good money in bird
We're
watching.
prepping you for Fallon. That's our plan.
Nice.
You're gonna
dude.
get on
Yeah.
Fallon.
Fallon, well, dude, Fallon, he's like up and coming, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of
You
him.
get on the Tonight Show, I mean, your career is gonna break wide
set.
open, dude.
I feel like the tonight. How much longer do you think those shows have? Because Trevor
Well,
Noah just got canceled.
Legitimately, like,
You want to rephrase that?
When is the Tonight Show
is this
going
the clip?
Yeah, I guess.
Are we clipping these for Instagram?
You never know.
When is the Tonight Show going to end?
I would say we're probably gonna get nuked before probably before we get nuked. It could be a matter of like 2 years.
Yeah.
That's how fast ratings are dropping.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube is just taking over. You know what I mean?
And there's YouTube's by far the best platform. There's nothing that's going to beat YouTube.
No. So is the 70 and up still watch?
Yeah.
Still watch the Tonight Show.
They have to.
You know what I mean? They still watch, but they're I mean,
Dying.
They're dying.
Listen,
so
the Tonight Show is literally just you go to a retirement home.
yeah,
They got it on.
airports maybe, but but not live.
Well,
nobody's at an airport at 11:30 at night.
Some
So
people
who
are.
the fuck's watching this shit?
No one.
Old people go to bed at 9.
It's just name recognition for boomers. And
Yes.
then when the boomers die out, no one's going to watch it.
Nobody's gonna watch it. All they do now is watch the YouTube clips from it.
Yeah.
So
You know what's weird is I'm surprised Netflix hasn't tried to adopt something like that where they can do more of a like.
Why would you? It's dying.
But still, even then, if you have a nightly set, you don't have to have a big audience. You don't have to have whatever. But
No,
you
I
can
think
do.
they tried with Chelsea.
They have somebody named David Letterman on their platform.
But he does it. He does a show every 2 months.
yeah.
He's not
and
like
he's
a-
terrible.
Yeah.
He stinks now.
Well, there's so many different.
He looks like the Unabomber. He looks like he's getting ready to fucking buy some property in Montana and start taking out some federal buildings.
Yeah, he doesn't look good. But yeah, they have to die soon.
Yeah.
I've always said that a lot of Hollywood is like a money laundering front where they're in with the businesses and the businesses just launder money through them.
Right.
And that's how Hollywood can continually, that's what their way of cleaning money.
Right.
So as opposed to these companies not they just have stacks of cash.
Yeah.
Give to Hollywood. That's like their way of cleaning it.
Yeah.
Regardless of if products are sold or not.
Right.
They're going to sell products anyways. But like that's just their way of funneling money through Hollywood.
Right.
That's how some of these
Jews find a way. You know what I mean?
Well, that's how. Well, you're Jewish, so you can say that.
Schnoz, beak. I'm not, in fact, Jewish. Not bragging, but I'm not. But I'm Scottish. So the Scots and the Jews, we share two things in common. We're incredibly stingy, right?
Yeah,
cheap. The Jews aren't stingy. They just need a discount. Scots are cheap, notoriously, and the beak.
The beak.
The beak. Yeah.
I didn't realize Scottish people were so stingy.
Oh yeah, big time.
Is that they weren't? Who was
it? Just comes from not having anything. I don't think.
I can see that.
So
you did say you went around to as many 7-Elevens as you could before the podcast, stole the change from the take
pennies and
just
nickels,
to get that coffee.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's taken me about 3 days to get this cup of coffee. So,
but it was free.
I mean, John, if we didn't know you were struggling that bad, we would have provided.
There was nothing here when I showed up. There's no crafty. There's no fun treats. There's no donuts.
No. Well, we're not the Tonight Show yet. That we're hoping to.
Dude, one day
going to take over.
You guys could also have 100,000 views. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, well, I do think it's a money laundering front. There's probably just Russian oligarchs that just funnel the money.
Well, my buddy is an independent movie producer. Okay, and yeah, you can look at 3 boners. Yeah, 3 boners.
Does he need triplets?
Pucker those lips up, boys.
Okay, get this.
Butthole and face.
we call it triple threat. 3 spies. We have 3 spies that were separated at birth, but they grew up in different countries. We're American, he's British, and we have one in the Congo, just to throw it for a loop.
Right. Yeah. And then you do like a face-off thing.
Yes.
But then you all kind of look alike, so it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
The jig's up.
We all meet up.
Yeah, on Interpol tries to track all 3 of us down, but we're different. Like, how is he going?
Our retinas are slightly different.
Yeah. Oh, blimey, that one looks like me, that sticky cunt. Well, someone has to be the American and someone has to be the Congo.
Killer improv. Yeah, aren't you guys neurologically like all linked up?
I was trying to get my Congo accent down, and I can't really do it. I thought you were just gonna go for the American and leave me as the Congan. The Congan?
Oh yeah, yes.
Where is 003? He's all over the place.
003 is going undercover in this mine where we.
Oh yeah, so Congo.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, no, but anyways, he raises money for these independent films that nobody sees, but it doesn't matter because he's getting them from he goes to Dubai and raises it like trades like gold bullion for the money he needs or whatever. No, so it's straight up money laundering.
Oh.
And it doesn't matter if they don't make a profit because after the money goes into the system. And it gets washed through the movie. Like if I'm a drug trafficker and I give you $5 million to make a movie and the movie only makes 3.5, it's still 3.5 that I can declare and put in a bank.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You washed your money.
Exactly. But you're going to pay a tax on it either way, you know?
Yeah, but at least then that money, instead of having $5 million that you can't really spend, you have $3 million.
3.5 that's legit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think all of it's a money laundering. All of it. Good thing we're trying to get into it.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean,
sounds like the right
Netflix and those are they're they get legit. You can track their income is pretty traceable.
But that's a little different because that's the new media that doesn't make any money. They operate in the red too, like Postmates and all those fucking Silicon Valley startups. But that's just with debt. That's just with the free money that they've been getting from 0 interest rates for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
So that's why. So that's coming to an end too. That's why Netflix isn't giving out those Jeff Foxworthy $15 million to tell me your cruise ship jokes.
Yeah.
Money anymore.
Well, this has been Rich Dad Poor Dad with Robert Takashi.
You guys thought the Hawk was coming in here to fucking goof around?
No, that was
the Hawk changes lives. Dude.
The worst is we were randomly talking about this before the podcast. We were like, how much would you sell your butthole to a Russian oligarch for? And I kind of threw it out there, and then Mitchell goes into well, yeah, it's money laundering. I feel like we were talking
about the Tonight Show is what we
But then
you were supposed to cue up the whole butthole bit.
Oh, my
dude.
bad.
We're only 10 minutes in. Should we start over?
Now, how much would you sell your butthole to a Russian oligarch for?
Well, it's funny you would ask that. I would do it for free to stave off nuclear war.
What a guy!
Wow.
Hero.
And they say that a hero can save us.
Oh my God, dude! I would sell it for free to a homeless guy to never have to hear you sing again, dude. No, I would bottom for Putin. I want the fans to know. I want America to know. And I want our friends, the Russians, to know that I would bottom for Putin, for him to take his finger off the trigger.
You see Triplet show. They had Johnny Huck on. He say he bend over asshole and take Putin's cock to save America.
He's gigantic fag. Press button now. And Hawk doesn't bottom.
No.
You know Hawk doesn't bottom. Hawk tops, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like the highest bird of prey. It's the hawk, and then I think like the there's one bird.
Condor.
The condor.
Condor.
So the only person I'm bottoming for in the food
bird.
chain is the condor. So I'm basically a full top. So for me to bottom for Putin means I love America.
Well, would you do it lovingly, or would you do it like?
Oh no!
You gotta put. Would you be so filled with American pride that you would just it would be like romantic,
just like
almost
orgasm with like
Yes.
like confetti, like
Where it's like-
red, white, and blue confetti.
Yes, your lube is just the tea that was thrown over from the fucking Boston Tea Party. Like it's just so much patriotism in one asshole.
Right. I think. Well, I'm not sure about that. I definitely should not have to pay taxes ever again.
I would
if
agree.
I bottom
Oh,
for
yeah.
fucking Putin,
Yeah, I agree with that.
and I want a middle school named after me.
We did say that. Yeah, the Johnny
At
Mitchell
least-
Elementary
At least
Hawks.
one a statue, I would say. You got to have a statue.
a statue.
It would be Putin.
Me on all fours.
Putin on, yeah.
It's you standing there like looking majestic, and then you just have Putin behind you with his arms out.
Yo. He's giving me like the fish hook.
Yeah.
That's in front of the sports arena. It's like the Jordan dunking in front of the Chicago Stadium.
What if he just fell in love with you after this? Be like, I had Johnny Mitchell's asshole, and I can't have any other hole in my life.
I want world peace after taking such an asshole.
I denounce all the LGBT prior to that, but Johnny Huck has showed me a new worldview.
Well, I forgot about that end of it, the LGBTQ end, where it's like he's not for it, but now you could literally not just stop war, but
Dude,
change it.
I'm doing it for gay rights. I'm doing it for world peace. You know what I mean? I'm doing it for an OnlyFans account.
Yeah, of
because
course.
we're filming it. And if you think I'm not selling it for $25 a month, you're out of your goddamn mind.
Oh,
and it's gonna have a good title, put it in me butt or something. It's gonna have.
Oh, was that improv?
Yeah, that was improv.
No, he's lying. He's lying. He's been sitting back quiet.
When are we talking
thinking
about
of that?
Zip.
Okay, say something else
Apple.
funny.
Say something else funny.
Yeah.
Well, have you done your tax forms yet? I feel like taxes, money laundering.
Would you fill out a W-2 or a W-9 for that?
Oh.
white collar crimes? Let's talk white collar crimes. Yeah, so that's
So I'm
patriotic.
bottoming for Putin, dude.
There you go.
That's what the Hawk does.
Well, my price for a Russian oligarch would probably be.
I'm at least $10 million.
Yeah.
10 million?
No, if
That
they're willing-
is a good
10
answer.
mil?
And honestly, that's a doable.
That's a
Those
doable-
guys made off with like billions.
Yeah. Here's the
So
thing. You gotta understand the value of your own asshole. I mean, $10 million is a pretty reasonable amount.
Here's what you don't understand: if they're willing to pay 10, they're willing to pay 100. Because
100?
That's
for them,
not true. That's
because
not
for
true.
them it's about the power. They're like, oh, I can corrupt
That's
this, and then
true.
if you keep going like, no, my butthole's worth more than that, then they go, duh, maybe butthole is worth more than that. I give 100.
I'll throw $5 million more on top because we were on the floor as lava. That's I'll give that.
Yeah. I mean,
Celebrity status.
So he puts a much higher price on his
Absolutely.
asshole than you do. You're saying what I think we can get.
His is
You are-
realistic. If we're going in this hypothetical, I'm going way over the top because I actually think they would pay it. What's $100 million
No,
to
100 because then 100 you can get like
100's a
5
lot.
boys
It's
from like the slums of Mumbai.
about the power?
You know what I mean?
It's about the
Who are-
power,
and-
though.
and-
Yeah, but you're not anything.
can-
You can $100 million. You can have power over a whole city.
I know.
Yeah.
Or one
literally gonna buy the
triplets asshole.
So you're not realistic with it. You need to have a realistic number.
That's my price.
Something that if the Russian oligarch came out of we walked outside, he's on the street and he's there on his horse or whatever the fuck they ride.
Yeah. They're
like-
still riding horses.
And he's got a checkbook in hand. And he's
Yeah, 'cause
like,
they're still
give
writing
me an
checks.
give me a
They're
because
still
you know they're
writing
going to
checks.
negotiate. They negotiate.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. 100 million.
I probably
So
that's not negotiable.
So you wouldn't bottom and take one for the family for less than 100 million?
I
for the family.
maybe go
It's
down
for the
to,
family,
Maybe
dude.
go down to 90.
Sorry,
You gotta
I'm
have
telling
something.
you, I'm the Russian oligarch, and I'm telling you, I am gonna fuck your butt. Not a penny over 15 million.
I would probably
You're not doing
go
it for them.
I would go for a.
They wouldn't see an ounce of that money anyways.
Oh, you
What?
you wouldn't kick down
It's
something?
not like we shared it.
No, because are you guys going to keep your mouth shut? If he doesn't
Unless
kick down
if they
anything?
want that hole, I mean, depends on the price too. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't care if they keep their mouth shut.
you don't
It's
think
called blackmail, dude.
Yeah.
You don't think there's gonna be some red flag when you're like, hey, I'm going to move out of our apartment and you get some mansion?
I just bought a mansion, guys.
I just want to mention, nothing's changed except he's limping.
Yeah.
And he gets very skittish when you come up behind him.
And he has a little one of those little inner tubes he has to sit on when he.
And all of a
goes to
sudden,
the
he's
toilet.
very patriotic for Ukraine. It's very weird.
You have one of those things that dogs wear after they get neutered, but
the cone.
yeah, so you don't touch your fucking painful, chafing, bloodied asshole.
Yeah, it would be rough.
I would probably go on a per inch basis, like $1 million per inch.
Oh, wow.
Because, like, you know, if they're rocking a fucking mallet, like, I don't,
right.
I feel like I should be compensated
So if
appropriately.
this is a blood diamond lord from Sierra Leone,
yeah.
that price is going to be a lot higher than, you know,
Exactly.
some opium king from Thailand.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I use this to club seal. Yeah, exactly. Then we got a problem. Then I deserve to be compensated accordingly.
Did you see those videos of clubbing seals to death? Like how the Inuits do it?
No.
It's satisfying,
I've
dude.
seen a
Hey,
couple of
producer,
them.
pull it up. Pull it up. Oh, wait, we don't have a monitor in here.
Yeah.
Hey,
$15 million buys a lot of new shit for the studio, you selfish prick.
Hey, the
true.
monitor.
Bought them for 15.
The monitor's gonna go here one day. Okay, this is a work
Dude,
in
we
progress.
could pull up baby seals right now. Jeff, you should be pulling it up
Why
in
are
post.
you looking up seals getting clubbed?
And why do you think
we
it was
watched it in a video
satisfying?
in
Don't
high
overtalk
school. We watched. Oh my god, dude, tyrant. No, we watched it in high school in like a video about like how the environment was, I don't know, going to shit, some bullshit, some hoax. So and for some reason they showed us, and we were watching like the degradation of species going extinct, and they showed like some Inuits, some Alaskan natives, and they had these gigantic like pieces of pipe, and they were just clubbing. You know, they would go to like where all the seals congregate for the winter, and they were just clubbing these things to death, and it was just like one after the other. It was just factory farm, like bam, 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 bam. It was amazing, dude.
You can't miss.
And everyone was like, ah, and I was like, it looks satisfying.
Yeah.
It looks.
Well, whenever I imagine it, I just imagine one of those old timey bats with a giant nail through it.
Right. Yeah. The Warriors.
Yeah.
I'm not a violent guy, but I imagine there's a satisfaction with taking the life of a living animal.
Yeah.
You know?
I killed a baby bird when I was 4 years old. This is the genesis of hawk, right? Bird of prey.
Reincarnated.
Yeah, and it was actually about 3, and it was after like, you know, whatever preschool you go to, and there was a bird. And later I found out, oh, that bird was like injured. You know when birds are just sitting there and they can't move? And I took a stick and I drove it into the bird, and I swear to God, I heard the crunch. Yeah. And no fear, no guilt, no pain, no feelings of horror.
It's very primal.
Strictly primal.
Yes.
And satisfaction.
And you take it out of its misery.
Yes.
Right?
Ostensibly. I mean, it probably would like to just die surrounded by its loved ones and not been speared through the heart
by a 3-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know, something's got to give.
Yeah.
Birds in particular will literally, they shove them out of the nest, and then it's like you either fly or you
die.
don't.
That's true. That's true.
The by far the best clip I've seen of that, though, is if you go on Netflix, there is a
Planet Earth.
Planet Earth has the best clip you'll ever see of wildlife. Planet Earth, episode 2, the last 5 minutes, they talk about how these walruses go to this big ice patch every year, but because of global warming, the ice patch is like disappearing.
Yeah.
So now the walruses, to get space, have to climb. They go up on like this ridge, this rocky ridge, but they're so poor. They have such bad eyesight that they can't see when they're not by close things.
So then
they literally.
That's amazing.
Then there's just a montage. There's a montage of walruses falling off the
stupid fucking walruses.
It's the funniest shit in the world.
That's so funny, dude. It's so satisfying.
You see them falling, and then you just see like they hit a rock, and like 3 tusks just go out.
Oh, I got it. I'm gonna go home and watch that as soon as this
it's
podcast
the funniest
is done.
fucking thing
It's
in the world.
awful, whatever, but it's one of the funniest things you'll ever see.
Yeah. No, I mean,
So yeah,
that's what it is, guys.
It's a primal thing, I think. You just think death, you meat. That's
it's meat.
You kill a seal. That's a jacket for an Inuit, right?
Yeah,
So you can put the blubber
it's a jacket. It's light. It's
Soap.
condoms.
Condoms.
Yeah.
Well, we used to work at a golf course, and
Talk about primal.
Yeah, we used to work at a golf course, and the managers, they all bought these BB guns, and we would go shoot the rabbits there because there was a bunch of rabbits, it's like up in the hills. And I tell you what, man, I must have killed at least 50 rabbits. Like
That's awesome.
It was fun, and then
long range, like rifle BB guns or like pellet guns that look like gun, like
I mean,
handguns?
they were in the shape of a rifle. It wasn't like I'm not taking down like something from 100 yards,
Right.
But, you know.
Now you guys were caddies.
No. We did. I did the golf carts, and then we all eventually did the weddings, like serving.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
they
they
would
always have events. They would have events at these golf courses. Shitty weddings. The best part about it is this golf course said they were closing for like 5 straight years. They're like, we're closing down. So they never renovated anything.
Yeah.
So like shit that should have been maintained was not maintained. Like we had a septic tank that was overflowing by the ninth green. And this every like at 8 o'clock there'd be this breeze that just blows through, and this wedding is going on, this beautiful outdoor wedding, and just this wave of
Amazing,
horrendous smelling shit would come through.
But that's what you deserve for having your wedding at a golf course, you pigs. You fucking animals. You fucking sewer rats.
Yeah, I will say it was a beautiful view, and they didn't charge anything for these weddings.
Stop defending it. Stop defending it, dude.
I
Go
will-
down to the city hall.
I will defend that place because it was the greatest part-time job we ever had.
oh my god,
It sounds like a great gig,
We
and
would
you could
make-
probably drink on the job.
You could drink.
Like,
My
my boss encouraged it. She was like,
You're right.
if you were bartending, she'd be like, make sure you have a drink yourself. You know, like make sure. She would be like, she was like one of those old school.
make
like,
sure you're drunk when you're making other people's drinks.
Yeah, dude, she was like one of
Yeah.
those like she grew up in like the Mad Men era, like
Yeah.
the late '60s. So she's just like, yeah, why would you not have a drink while
Yeah.
you're working in a bar?
Right. She defends. Sometimes she gets smacked around. She's
Yes.
like, well, you know, I
I
talk
was-
back.
Yeah, it's a country
I was
club.
I was out of line.
Yeah.
It's a country club.
That place was legitimately bought by a bigger golf, like a massive chain of golf courses, and they just used it as a write-off for years.
Oh, amazing.
So
what are we talking
they're
about?
just like,
Tax evasion.
oh no, we can't close it right now.
Did you guys
because
let
it's-
blacks in?
I'm sorry.
Blacks. Did you
Oh.
let them in?
Yeah.
Well, yes. African-
Oh, so
yeah.
this is a real garbage
Oh no,
country club.
it used to be. They used to. Have
It wasn't technically a country club.
They used to have the.
Ah.
They used to have the ESPYs there.
Oh wow.
So they would have the ESPYs there.
Oh, I was.
And then a
okay.
couple of
I
years
was-
later, they got bought out, and then it just degraded from there. So
Yeah.
it used to be a really nice course, and then
Right.
just boom, tanked it.
They
wanted
integrated.
To,
I
they
get
either
it.
wanted to build like a hotel, like or whatever, a hotel slash with pool or whatever,
Yeah.
or build a second golf course. And he decided to do the second golf course, and that kind of torpedoed.
And this is
it.
out in Simi.
Simi Valley,
Yep.
yeah.
I mean, the fans don't even get the kind of suburb that you're from. Michael Jackson's victim, Simi.
Really?
The 4 officers that beat the shit out of Rodney King, justifiably. Kidding, of course. It was one too many kicks. Simi, right?
Charles, the
trial.
Manson caves were up in Simi Valley.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Simi's
And
got a lot of
there's
history.
Rocketdyne, nuclear meltdown.
Nuclear
Simi-
spill was down
yeah.
there. Yeah. Which is
Amazing.
probably why we're here.
Simi,
Right, exactly. There's
Simi-
supposed to be one of you.
Simi
3
is
eggs got through.
legitimately a like it's like South Park,
Yeah.
where it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of nice, but then it just has like weird, crazy suburb facts about it. where it's
Yeah,
like
there's some QAnon. There's factions out there. It's
for
a
sure.
little good comedy crowds, hot bitches, hot blonde.
the frogs are
women.
gay. So are the triplets. The triplets are gay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's definitely
Simi.
it's definitely a. I always say it's like a Slim Jim type of town. It's just very.
It is.
Yeah, it's very
Yep.
much that split custody type of town.
It's the
Oh,
perfect,
everybody's split in custody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
perfect escape from. It's just the perfect spot right outside of Los Angeles.
Do you know what? It's like E.T., bro. You know the suburbs of E.T. in the 80s? He's riding his bike around.
we
and
didn't
it's,
watch.
we
Didn't,
were
didn't watch
in-
ET.
You didn't watch E.T.?
Didn't watch ET.
You guys are fucking triplets. You're basically aliens and you didn't watch E.T.? I'm saying it's the quintessential suburb that you would see in like a 1980s Steven Spielberg movie.
Yeah.
Like all the houses are like A-frame.
Yeah.
And it's like nothing's really renovated.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
And
It's
then,
not
and then there's like a cross-dressing alien. That's
right. Was it
know,
cross-dressing?
Which is perfect.
well,
for
yeah.
being
No, there's
outside LA.
there's a part in ET where
Oh yeah, they
he's
dress
just
him up like a woman to smuggle him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which what a testament to how ugly the women were in the 80s that ET could pass as a
Yeah,
woman.
can pass off as a broad.
And
yeah.
they're like, oh yeah, no, she's 30. She just smoked a lot.
Yeah, exactly. She's been to Florida on vacation, tanning.
No, I don't think I can name it. I don't think I've seen a Steven Spielberg movie.
Jaws?
No, I haven't seen
No,
Jaws.
we never
It's
saw
too
Jaws.
old. Anything before like 1990.
You've definitely
I've seen
seen
Casablanca. What are you talking about? What are you talking? How old do you think I am?
You're
How old
pretty
is
old.
the Hawk, dude?
You're old. In
I
hawk
can't-
years too.
In Hawk years.
I don't know what kind of I don't really know Steven Spielberg.
We to be fair, we were not like big movie people at all. Like we were much more video game than we were.
Right.
Because we had a lot of shit from our friends because we did not see a lot of movies. We've seen the bare minimum.
I refuse to watch movies in the 80s. They are the fucking corniest, the stupidest movies. It's all the same dumb plot line where
Right.
it's like, oh yeah,
Goonies.
like, Goonies.
You
Yeah,
guys just
whatever,
don't care
yeah.
about this. It's just lost on you.
Roadhouse is the fucking worst piece of shit
Oh,
I've
it's
ever seen in my
so
life.
good,
and
but
I
it's
can't,
so
and
good, though.
I
It's
can't
not.
believe people like you. You guys enable this fucking shitty generation
Even
of movies.
Top Gun.
They're
Top Gun-
fucking awful.
The original Top Gun was not good.
It stunk.
It's not good.
It's no. The Top Guns stink. We all know
Yes.
that, though.
No. The new one's amazing.
No, it's not. The original's
Johnny
better.
Hawk-
The
I will-
original's better.
No,
The
it's not.
original's better.
I
It
will
is.
not let you besmirch the new Top Gun. It was a masterpiece.
Oh,
of a
it's
film.
besmirched.
No,
I
it's-
haven't seen it.
Oh,
It's
it's
a
smirched.
tremendous action film. No.
Hold on, the epitome of the 80 movie. And I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
Cocktail-
Scarface, Cocktail. That's
that is by far the shittiest movie I've ever
It was
seen.
a lost era for a lot of people. Like Martin Scorsese, like after he did Raging Bull in 1980, he had a tremendous coke problem, 80s, and so he went on to make like After Hours. It was a lost for a lot of people. It was a lost generation. It was also a really banging generation for a lot of shit, though. You know what I
Name
mean?
3 things.
Scarface,
Okay.
cheap coke prices. No AIDS until 85. Okay, I guess the 80s wasn't so great after all.
A lot of cocaine and AIDS.
But think about it. We were talking about off pod. How much would we be working?
Oh, that's true.
Bubba's to be white with a
That-
square jaw? Come
But
on.
That's a testament to how shitty the 80s were.
Yeah.
That if you did a shitty act as a Johnny Hawk character and we were just triplets that were side gags everywhere, which we still are, but
Why do you want
be-
competition? There was no competition. Why do you
true.
want
True.
competition?
Very good.
No, I'm not saying I would go back in a heartbeat.
Okay,
As
good,
a
good.
gimmick, the 80s were fantastic.
Thank
I'll
you.
say that.
Thank you.
But for writers, it was some of the worst piece of shits ever.
Oh, yeah. For the consumer, terrible. For the creator,
amazing.
The best.
I mean, you just write something and they pay you $1 million for it.
You could just go.
And they might not even make it.
No.
They would,
Get this.
they would just pay for scripts and be like, yeah, we're just going to put this aside. Maybe we'll get to it.
This guy owns a haunted waterway outside of his house in North Carolina. It's haunted. He used to hunt fish. Ghost shark. Done. That gets 4,000 movies right there.
He used to hunt fish.
Well,
this
whatever. He's a
this
hunter.
guy lasts about a day out in the fucking woods, dude.
Oh,
We're gonna go hunt
I
fish.
can't kill an animal.
Have you ever camped or anything? Do you camp a lot?
I don't camp. No, I'm not a big.
You look very campy.
Thanks for these fucking questions. You guys did a lot of prep work. I've been to prison. You're asking me about camping.
Well, I was going to lead into
We'll get
that.
there eventually.
No, I don't love camping. I mean, I used to camp with the family. I'm from the Northwest, so we do a lot of outdoor shit. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
you'll
too
like
good looking, bro. The Hawk. I mean, I know the Hawk's about the great outdoors,
Sure.
but the Hawk can't. The Hawk can't be pooping outside.
You're an indoor hawk.
I'm an indoor. Thank you. I'm a domesticated hawk,
Domesticated
dude.
hawk.
You're a cockatoo.
Yeah,
was
no,
just
I got
that. was
that.
an indoor bird. It's,
I heard it. I know it was good.
Thank
I
you.
said, our parents tried taking us camping one time, and they never did again because we were fucking
And
miserable.
bitching and
Oh, yeah.
fucking complain. Yeah.
It was
yeah.
the worst. Yeah,
Yeah.
we couldn't
well,
do
we're
it.
also from the suburbs. Like,
Yeah. You're from the
Camping's
leafy
for-
suburbs.
it's for poor people. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no. Well, camping outside,
now it's
camping,
not.
city camping's for poor people. Yeah.
Yes. No, now
Have
it's
you ever
not.
been city camping for a couple of months after Mama got kicked out of the shelter? But
No, we're from the suburbs.
same, yeah. No. But hiking's not good. It's hiking for like a day hike on mushrooms is good, but overnight camping, you don't need it.
No.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
I don't need to sleep on the earth.
No,
I would do it once. I've always told that I'd do it once or twice just to sleep
Go
under
do
the
it.
stars.
Right,
Go do it.
right.
Like, I
the
want-
contrarian. The
Yeah.
contrarian.
Sean-
Sean's
no.
the romantic of the bunch.
Of
huh?
course he is, but he has had time to do all this shit, and he never does it.
And hasn't done it.
He's full of shit.
Yeah.
He
Completely
goes,
full of
Sean goes, I would go camping, and then literally was up till 3 a.m. playing Dota last night. So it's like he was playing computer
What
games.
am I supposed to go camping and then show up for the podcast? Like, I'm so immersed in my work, I don't have time to go out.
You're
and do
not.
it.
I
can't edit out in the fucking great outdoors.
You can't edit when you're in the doors. You fucking record video games.
I would like, if I were smuggling, if I were like human trafficking, like for, you know, a bunch of like Central American migrants, and we had to camp for a few days, I would do it if it were like a money play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, money play. Of
Like
course.
that sounds kind of fun.
For money,
you know,
yes.
and you're like leading, it's almost like, you know, you're a guide or whatever.
You're like this.
Yeah, a coyote.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I would be in Mexico. I would be a coyote.
But that's
Yeah.
actually a good gig.
It's it's one of the best gigs in Mexico.
And easier now than ever, I would say. Yeah.
sure,
You don't,
for
even,
sure.
yeah, you don't have much
You just
work
find
now.
points of the border. You just
Yeah.
walk the fuck through. You
Well,
know?
the best part about it, if you were a coyote, you could just
Nice attempt at Spanish.
You would just if they ever go stop, like you could just like go like this and you'd be a cactus really fast, like it wouldn't be a problem. Like if
I
you
do
just
have a cacti body.
if you just paint yourself green, you can just do that and they'll be like, where the fuck did he go?
Oh shit!
so versatile. A saguaro and a hawk.
Yeah, exactly.
Go like this. We were in Minneapolis last weekend. Thank you for whoever came out to the show. And we did a show like an hour outside Minneapolis.
Was it in a warehouse too, or was it more of like a barn?
That was a brewery.
It was next to a CBD shop. That's where it was at.
Nice,
Yeah,
class.
and then we did the House of Comedy.
yeah.
We did.
I'm sure you did.
Then we so we had heard that I thought like Minnesota and like Wisconsin were called the Mid-East. So I go
The Mid-East.
I thought it was called the Mid-East. Someone told
Oh.
me Mid-East. So I go, yeah, you guys out here in the Mid-East, and they go,
God damn it! Who's this fucking communist Arab?
They go-
Apologist.
it's the Midwest, and I'm like, oh, I thought you guys called us the Mid-East. He's like, then one of the guys in the crowd goes, it's not the Mid-East. That's where the terrorists are from. And I'm like, okay, well, that's where we are.
Sick, dude. I love it. I love it.
Which sounds like the epitome of the Midwest.
Which is the
Yeah.
epitome of the Midwest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I picked up somewhere that it was called Mid-East. I don't know.
Well, there's the Mid-East Conference. If we're talking about college sports, there's the
Probably that.
Mid-Atlantic, and I think there might be a Mid-East Conference. Can we
Yeah.
pull that up on the monitor? Oh.
Yeah.
No, Jeff.
pull that up?
Jeff's watching
I'm
tennis.
sorry, do you have a monitor on the Connect?
Yeah, no, but we also don't, we're not riffing like this.
Well,
There's a lot of prep that goes into it.
Oh, no prep here.
We take prep.
Yeah.
Do I take prep before I let Putin fucking
Yes.
Absolutely.
bareback my asshole?
Absolutely.
Especially
You
with a
think
politician.
he's full blown, dude?
Yeah.
He's full blown.
With all politicians.
You think Putin's got the bug?
He's
You think
overcompensating.
No, but do you think Putin has AIDS?
I know, yes. 'Cause I think he's overcompensating with the whole, like, you know, they're pretty strict out there.
Oh,
in
right,
Russia, so
right,
he
for sure.
overcompensates. It's like in the South when there's like
They're like,
you know,
Putin, do we let these gays have rights? He's like, no,
no.
I'm not covering up for anything.
Exactly. It's like
Right.
in the South when there's like a pastor that's like, well, it's a man and a woman. You read the Bible, it's a man and the woman.
Yeah,
and then you find that
you
pastor
just-
in a stall.
You catch him with a black tranny just bottoming.
Exactly. Yeah.
Take that part out.
How many stories of those have you
Nah.
seen?
If you're a pussy. Yeah. No, for sure. That's the KKK. One of the most recent, the KKK is irrelevant, but they still have like branches.
Yeah.
And one of, this was a couple of years ago. It was like it was a really terrible comedian. It was one of his only funny jokes. They found him sucking off a black guy, the head of the KKK.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, they found him in like in the bed of his truck,
Yeah.
sucking a black.
Why? Of all the places, you would think if you're going to go to that much effort to
You get a hotel room.
to fix your craving
You'd pitch a tent.
of BBC, you would think you go somewhere a little more discreet than your F-150 truck bed.
right.
Hey.
Nobody will find us back here.
I got a good spot. Let's go to the Dodge Ram.
Do you think a member of the KKK calls a condom a hood? Say, hey, put your hood on, and then you know,
Oh, that's kind of hot. Yeah, it's like cosplay. It's like their bunny outfit.
fuck. Yeah. You know.
Are you?
I
Into,
think probably.
Are you into?
The KKK? Nah.
Oh,
Nah, I'm more of
Because
a
everything about you says otherwise.
I'm more of an Aryan Brotherhood guy.
God.
There we go.
Are you into cosplay?
Cosby play? Well, nah. No, I'm not much of a cosplay guy. I don't really know what it is. To be honest with you, I'm a little too old.
It's one of
I've watched Jaws, so I guess I'm the old fogey here,
You
you
are.
fucking weirdos. What's cosplay exactly?
It's when a group of adults dress up as
It's so
imaginary
weird,
superheroes.
bro. It's so fucking weird.
And
no,
they
dude.
have a convention where they figure out who the biggest fucking idiot is.
I'm the fucking Hawk. Does Hawk?
But that sounds like someone that would dress up.
But then you could also be, you could be Mario or whoever you want to be in these.
No,
in these
I'd be like
conflicts.
Waluigi, bro. I'm tall and skinny.
Sometimes it's also for role playing too,
Right. No, I'm not much of a. I'm kind of vanilla. Not much of a cosplay guy.
You don't think you could be like a really cool like Groot or something?
I would go as if I could I'd go in blackface if it was my ideal cosplay, but not because I'm racist, just because I want I revere Al
Black
Jolson.
Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther.
It's like
There
Justin
we go.
Trudeau. I was gonna say, but
I'm going as Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, there you go.
That's such a mind fuck because you're like, I'm not the blackface. I'm satirizing the politician that went in blackface. Which, by the way, he went like 2 different Halloweens. The guy loved blackface.
Oh, and he tarred his hands.
Yeah,
it was
the guy
crazy.
went
he went to his
all-
nails.
Yeah,
it was
pretty
wild.
That is wild. And
for
they
him.
fucking reelected him because all he had to say was, I'm liberal.
Yeah.
Guys,
let's see how it is.
guys,
You're Libby.
yeah. That's all he had to say. I'm not a Libby.
Well,
I mean, I have some liberal shit, but I'm not.
I think everybody
you know.
would have guessed that from just listening to you talk.
No, but but I grew up a Dem. I grew up a hardcore lefty.
You were in Portland, weren't you?
Yeah. But like, I would read about like communist shit. I was reading like the Communist Manifesto in high school. I was like real. I was like, these fucking corporate Democrats.
And where did that end you up, by the way? Which penitentiary?
Killer segue, dude.
Thank you.
Which gulag?
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Oh, we got one in. He snuck one in, dude. How dare you call him the weakest link? Anyways,
Well, it's true.
That's the comments, not me.
that's fucked up.
What's it like going to prison?
I'm glad you asked.
Let me restate that one more time. What's it like going to prison?
Oh man, that can get summed up really quick. No, I went to the Oregon State Penitentiary. Shout out
to the Beavers.
Yelp reviews.
OSP.
Yeah, the Beavers.
OSP.
He's an alumni.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to go back there to film my special. Actually, hopefully, we're in talks with them.
That would be
like
pretty
one
sick.
of your alums
Yeah.
wants to come back,
Okay.
do some stand up for the
think
troops.
You could do it.
I mean, yeah, Jeff Ross and Johnny Cash did it, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm the only one.
That actually went.
Exactly. I'm the only one that bottomed.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
One of them was just singing stupid fucking songs, so it's not.
Yeah,
really,
exactly. Fucking what? He had 2 songs.
Yeah.
Burning a Ring of Fire and fucking
Boy Named Sue.
and Boy Named
Well,
Sue.
he
Full
hurt
School
himself
State.
today too.
Yeah.
What's that?
I hurt myself today.
Yeah, I don't. I missed that. I don't get why that's
He stubbed his toe.
groundbreaking. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I don't get why that's like a blue collar hero.
Well,
you know?
I think a lot of people can relate because they've stubbed their toe before, and then when Johnny Cash sang about it,
Very relatable. Yeah, some Jewish record executive was like, a lot of people stubbed their toe.
So back to what was prison like?
Yeah, so I mean, it was filled with minorities. If you can believe it.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Clip it, Sean. No, so yeah, whatever. I was down for about 1.5 years, pushing 2 years, and that's where I started comedy. That's
Nice.
where I started. You know what I mean? They would have these talent show nights.
Did they have a good open mic scene?
It was a pretty decent open mic scene.
Can't
you
be
know?
worse than the one we got. I mean,
Can't
come
be
on.
worse than
Oh my God! People in prison are so much funnier than professional comedians
I
than
believe it.
anybody we know. It's fucking ridiculous.
I believe that.
And but they'll never go do stand up. They're like, why the fuck would I do that? You
Do
know
they
what I
get
mean?
nervous where they're like, "Oh, I've killed my wife, but I can't do stand-up"? No.
That's not what black
Three-
people sound like.
3 minutes on the flappy hour? I don't know.
Exactly. No, they would.
I
though.
hope I get the pizza spot.
Yeah. This is wow. Inside baseball.
Brendan Cooney would love this.
Yeah. Holy shit. Take all this out because Wichita does not understand
That's true.
the Flappers Comedy
Well, we'll
Club.
be in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Oh, they get
At
it.
the Warehouse Event Center. Go check us out. Tickets
Oh,
on
you
event-
guys are at an event center.
Well, event venue, rather. Event
Right.
venue.
As much as it could be out there.
There's like a guy working on his car actively. As,
Well, they have the McKinney wedding afterwards, so it's
We have a tight turnaround.
the McKennies are like the big family.
yeah. We can't run the light.
Hot Springs legacy right there.
Who do you think the richest family in Hot Springs, Arkansas is? Like they own like a couple of salvage shops.
No, they got farm money is insane.
Yeah.
People that own
Oh, is
land,
that like farm? But is there a lot?
I don't
Is
know if
that
they got farm.
I don't think that's farm
I
money.
think it's a lake
cattle,
town, honestly.
whatever it is.
They
might
might
be
have
a
like
lake town.
like a riverboat casino or something on one
Right,
of
it's
the
either a
lakes.
riverboat casino or they rent jet skis.
Yeah, exactly.
And they make like $100 a year,
Easy.
and they're just
Crushing.
considered the
Tycoons.
monopoly, man.
Yeah.
They're the tycoon, dude.
Let's go with this better setup here. What was your favorite part about prison?
Favorite part about prison was the naps, dude. It was just the nap. It was the no responsibility. Daddy gets to sleep at 3 p.m. What? This is nice.
Did you get a little warm milk with your naps? Did you get any snacks?
I got a little warm milk. Oops, it's Tyrone's jizz. It was what did I mean, you got to play ball all day long. I got to hoop. We ran full court twice a day. Okay. You're fucking lifting weights, you're shredded, you're fucking three hots in a cot, nothing to worry about besides the stabbings and the riots that would kick off every now and then. But that's like 10% of it, dude.
Yeah.
10% stabbings, 90% nap, and I get to play sports with my friends, with my buds.
It
dude.
sounds like a fun summer camp.
It's not bad, dude. You get why people get institutionalized in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you can dodge gangs and shit.
And they were
Yeah.
they were good runs too.
Sick runs, bro. Some of the best runs I've ever had.
And I bet no one's calling fouls in prison basketball.
If you're not bleeding and you call a foul, you'll be stomped out. You'll be beaten. You'll be bottomed.
I love that.
How many times did you call a foul?
Only a few times. I was lights out. Hawk is lights out from outside, so I'm
Nice.
not. Nobody's touching me.
You're a stretch. You're a Kristaps Porzingis.
Yes, I'm a fucking Porzingis, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You would fit perfect in our system because we do all the dirty. We get all the rebounds.
Oh yeah. You guys are down there arm checking.
Yes.
I hate playing against you motherfuckers
Yeah, we
because you're
do.
just getting in there. Like I would almost like flip over your bodies if you get the lower back arm check. You can't see.
Well, the best is
the
if
ref can't see it.
If we can get you, you tall people don't look down. So if you're looking up, I can just go right under you and blow your legs out and box you out. Really easily.
Exactly.
I do a subtle. I'll have my
End with blow. Just
Yeah.
stop with blow. Yeah. There we
I'll
go.
have my back on you like for boxing out,
Yeah.
and then if you try and jump up, I could feel you jump, and I'll literally just slide my ass under you, and then you're like, boop.
Exactly. So that's why the Hawk is
Range.
is flapping around the 3-point line.
Yeah.
And I was the specialist. They called me Dirk. That was my prison nickname.
That's
hilarious.
legitimately was Dirk Nowitzki.
That
was the year I was in there. The years when like the Mavericks, I think they won it, 2011 or 2012.
Yeah, 2011.
So, dude, I was known as before I was the Hawk, I was the Kraut. I was Dirk, and I'm telling you, every single prisoner. I'd be getting strip searched by the guards, and they'd be like, Dirk, yeah, spread him. Let me see it kiss a little bit. Give it a little wink. Thanks, Dirk. Like everybody, I'd go down to medical, Dirk.
Honestly,
Warden, how's it going, Dirk? Everybody called me Dirk. It was I was like the cool kid in school.
that is, especially if you're in the basketball community and from black people, that's the highest form of flattery you can.
highest form, besides them laughing and calling you stupid.
Yeah,
That
you
is
know?
the
Highest form.
Well, what I was gonna say is the fact. If, like, say you're not joining a gang in prison,
Yeah.
the next best way to get cred is to be good at basketball.
I honestly think it saved me from a stabbing. I
for
promise you,
sure.
because it was the first day on the yard. And I've told the story so many times, but I was walking past the black guys playing. I almost said I was walking. No, I was walking by and they saw me and they recruited me and I was lights out. Like I went 7 for 8 to win the game. Like the first game.
You play like your life depended on it.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like my fucking,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm saving this for Putin.
Yeah, for Putin.
You boys ain't get it. Putin likes virgins, guys. Sorry.
So when crunch time hits, you can handle that pressure.
I was Nestle, bro. So they fucking, and afterwards it was like Zulu warriors, and I was like, they were like hoisting me on their shoulders. It was unbelievable, dude.
Take that part out. You're like jail yard Rudy. That's what you are. You ever see Rudy? Jail yard Rudy.
Yes, I was like Rudy.
There you go.
So you fuckers have seen movies from the 70s?
I've never watched it.
You've seen movies from the 70s,
I get-
but you haven't seen E.T.?
I get
I
references.
have not. I know the reference.
God.
I know the reference. I just haven't watched that shitty movie.
It was actually from the 90s. It was set in the 70s.
Yeah, but you get it. It's like, oh, he's gonna,
Right.
he gets his shot. And
Rudy.
you
Dirk,
already know it. You
Dirk.
already know it. You don't need to
Yeah.
pay the money to see that movie.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to go to prison now.
No.
I don't think you do. You guys,
We would
you
get
guys
we would
worked
get
at a-
eaten up.
You guys worked at a country club. You know what I mean?
No,
You
no,
got
we
these-
did. We worked construction for years and years.
Oh,
and
that's
years.
true. You did work construction.
Yeah,
I don't want to
country
go. I don't
club.
want to go to prison.
You could go to like a minimum security though.
That'd
That'd be
me.
fun.
That's me.
You guys should go to a minimum.
Are there
Minimum-
prisons that have like tennis?
Yes, I know. I've heard the highest end federal prisons, like the white collar. Some federal prisons, like Victorville, there's stabbings literally every day.
Okay.
But like the white collar joints, I mean, they're hitting golf balls. I've heard stories, dude. They're literally you're working on your swing, you're kicked back. Everybody's rich, so the guards are bringing in. You're living like Goodfellas. I'm sorry, is that too old of a reference?
No, we
No,
get
we
good.
got
Well, you know what
We're
I mean?
Italian, so we have to watch those.
Right, exactly. So you're living like they were in the
Yeah.
joint. Like, God, that guard's really, he's a real pain in the ass. He's bringing in like bottles of Moet.
Yeah.
You know?
They got a driving range in prison. I mean,
Yeah.
that's gotta be pretty nice.
Yeah.
I can do that. I can for sure.
I
do
think
that.
you guys should go to prison.
Minimum
What
security
can
for
we
sure.
do to get you guys? I'm trying to think of a crime that could get you sent to like,
Minimum.
but you guys need to go to like a minimum like federal prison. So I think some low end check scams, like you defraud somebody out of state, cross state lines, you make it federal.
You have one of those credit card scammers that you can put on one of those machines and they just take this.
Or you call, like, you put in a Nigerian accent and you could just call and say, "You have won $5,000. Send in $10,000
That's
to
not a
claim
good-
your
not a good
$5,000."
Not a good Nigerian
That's a
accent.
good. We could easily do that.
Yes, that's what I'm
Easily
saying.
do that.
Well,
I'd be okay
will
with
you
that.
go with us and show us the ropes?
Well, he's got a
Yeah.
record already.
Well, I'll visit you guys. I'll
No, no,
prep
no, no,
you.
no, no,
We'll
no.
do whatever you want.
You join. We'll say.
Oh, I gotta get caught.
We'll go.
Bro,
hey,
that was like 14 years.
hold on.
ago.
Like Johnny was the brainchild.
We'll go. Listen, we have clean records. We're completely clean. We have a podcast with Johnny where we're talking about this now.
Right.
Johnny's the one that told us to do this. He needs to go to prison.
Right.
with
He's
us.
the ringleader. I got a sheet on me.
We
so
will rat.
already I got.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys rat for
You're the fall
leniency.
guy. Yeah.
So I'm the fall guy.
Yes.
But what if we go to different prisons? I'll be all. I want to make sure we all go together.
That's true. Do you have a friend that we can bring on as a fifth if we run in prison?
Oh, we do need a fifth.
We need a
Willie
fifth.
Mack.
Yeah.
We need a black guy.
yeah,
Willie.
great.
Well, if you're ever down, Willie does have a place in his apartment building. They have their own.
Do you still run?
Oh yeah, of course I still run.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll have to go sometime. Fuck,
Yeah.
we could
Yeah.
have this. God damn it.
Yeah.
I do want to play. I haven't played in a while.
What is the worst thing about prison?
Well, the worst thing about it's what is the worst thing about prison? Shit, dude. I mean, it's the fucking noise. The noise. I was at OSP. It's like old school Shawshank Redemption, like bars. So it's like they're like hamster cages stacked on top of one another. So it's just like, but they got good toilets. So they sound like industrial, like airport toilets. So it's just toilets flushing every day. It's men screaming and yelling and talking shit. You know what I mean? It's fucking the alarm going off. It's the loudspeaker. You know, like the guards over the loudspeaker, like line up for chow, line up for yard, line up for. It's all day. Yeah, it is like being in an airport. It's like being in a fucking airport. You know what I mean? So it's the noise. It's just yeah.
Did you ever have like any like white noise or things you would do to help you sleep at night with all this noise? Like any soothing remedies?
Did you ever sing like Coldplay to put you
Yeah,
to sleep?
sounds of I would just put in like some nice meditation. Some
some whale calls.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Chimes. Yeah. No, I would just pass out from exhaustion from trying not to get butt fucked.
There you go. That's
I got a
good
real
one.
good sleep.
Do you have sleeping problems?
Clip that.
Do you have sleeping problems now because it's too quiet? Like, do you get worried that it's too quiet?
I did for a long time. Yes, I still have to sleep with like the fan on, even when it's not hot. I still have to sleep. You know, I need some noise when I go to bed.
Do you need, you need prison ASMR? Like, hey, yo, motherfucker, I'm
Exactly.
sitting in the yard. And you're like,
he shanked me. That I have to sleep with something over my eyes now. I have to sleep with a mat because when I was in county jail, so I got locked up. I went to county jail. I was fighting my case in county for like 8 months, and that's the worst time. That's brutal. Every day feels like a week in there. I fighting constantly. I had to fight. It was wild. But you'd be sleeping under. They never turn the lights off, so I'd be sleeping under like that kind of light. So I would have to start like. I would look like a Vietnamese a prisoner of war. I would have to tie around like a shirt over my eyes. I still have to do that. I used to stand up to wipe my ass
okay.
for years
Yeah.
in my youth.
Yeah.
Okay. That stopped when I went to prison, and that's persisted to this day. I'm like, I'm not standing up in this holding tank that I'm shitting in front of 15 pedophiles. I'm not going to stand up to wipe my ass. So I started.
Well, you're too old for them, anyways.
For sure. So that's a great point. Yeah. So that's to this day. I still wipe my ass. Sometimes I'll flush my farts down the toilet, like if I have company. So in prison, you're not allowed to just bust ass around a bunch of men. They'll fuck you up. Like I've seen dudes, like homeless dudes, get beaten horrendously because of that. So you would have to go sit on a toilet, those big industrial strength toilets, fart and start flushing the fart smell down the toilet. So sometimes I'll do that still, just to bring me back. You know what I mean? Just to keep me on my toes.
I actually like that rule because Sean and Mitchell barp and fart with no impunity.
Barp and fart?
He said
they burp and fart with no impunity, and it drives me crazy.
Hey, you could do something about it, but you won't. Bitch.
Oh, you could.
Now I have to fuck
he's calling
both of
you
them
out. Now you
I have to
in
fuck
prison,
both of
you
You
would
just
have
sit
to
there like,
square
yeah,
up.
it smells gross. It just, yeah.
soak
Soak it in, bitch.
Do
I
something
just
about it.
farted while you were talking, and you did nothing.
Nothing, bro. He's all bark, bro. He's all bark.
I don't want to burp on Jeff Smikes.
Yeah, he doesn't want to barp.
Yeah,
Dummy.
that actually I do like that that's like something
Flush your
girls do
farts,
that.
dude. Exactly. Do they flush their farts or do they toot and then go?
Well, no. If girls if they go to your house or something, and they have to take a dump. They'll be like, "Oh, I just gotta turn on the sink," and then they'll like turn on the sink and then
just blast everywhere. Also, like when you shit in prison, like with your cellie, the rule is as soon as it crowns out of the butthole, start putting water on it. So when I go to take a shit now, even when nobody's home, I will flush 5-6 times in one sitting.
Okay.
And that comes from prison. So you have to keep so you flush as soon as it crowns to suck the smell out. Then as soon as it actually evacuates and it hits the toilet water, you flush again, and then you maybe hit it 2 or 3 times for the runoff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty
Scientific.
and also way more sanitary than I thought.
Yeah. Oh,
I
absolutely.
thought it'd be like a flex if a guy just took a fat shit and you're like in the cell and they're like, what are you gonna do?
Well, it is a flex. Yeah, no, that's like forcing a guy to suck your dick.
Yeah.
That's on that level, dude. Also, they have all kinds of like unwritten rules in there. This is one of my favorites.
Hold on. What are some of like the unwritten?
Oh, thanks for cutting.
You could just say what are the
All right, fine. Reset.
No. You could just say
cut play this shit all.
You say what is
some of the unwritten rules.
Yeah, there was a lot of unwritten rules in prison. Hold on, let me say it without smiling, like I know it's a setup. Yeah, there are all kinds of unwritten rules in prison.
Oh,
like
yeah?
what?
Oh, I love it, dude. Nothing matters but the clips.
Yep.
Tag me. Let's see. Or make me a collaborator. This was my favorite. There was a saying in there called 6 months to the gate. 6 months to the gate. That meant if you quit doing gay shit 6 months before you got out, it wasn't technically gay. I swear to fuck. And that was like a universal, it was known throughout the system. 6 months to the gate, dude. I got 8 months to go. I'm clean.
so interesting?
Let me lick that booty hole.
Does that work for both parties? Like if you're the someone's bitch, and you go, hey, I'm 6 months to the gate. Do they just go, oh, all right, I'll stop?
Hey, I'll stop raping you at knife point. No. If you're somebody's bitch, I'm pretty sure it's till the day you get out.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of consensual gay shit going on there. There's more consensual gay sex in prison than unconsensual.
How much did you
For
partake
sure.
in?
I didn't have a long stretch. You know what I mean? So up until the 6 months. Yeah, just some. I call it training.
Yeah.
You know? So which is hilarious. So you would see you would hear about like big tough like shot callers for like the Crips, you know,
doing some
sodomy.
And
yeah.
for those shot callers that are watching this, you know.
Yeah,
these are
they
bad.
got cell phones now. Yeah, they got cell phones now. Yeah.
What other unwritten rules are there?
Let's see. What was the other one? So you had the courtesy flushing, the 6 months to the gate, flushing farts. No sex play. They would say, especially the black guys. I hate to keep bringing up the black guys. You know, I know this is an all white podcast.
Well, it's a cultural thing.
They did not like when, you know how you're messing around and we're joking about, you know, fucking each other in the ass just for a goof. That was like a no-no.
Okay.
That was like a no-no with them. You know what I mean? They would say, don't sex play me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because they would actually take you up on it, or
Well, I think they were, yes, trying to show some constraint. They were trying not to get tempted by the devil. That's one thing, but also just like, they don't play that gay shit.
Yeah, it's
You know
like
what I mean?
It's
a
a
cultural thing.
Yeah, it's a
an
cultural
older
thing.
black thing. They don't really like that gay shit, even though, a lot of them are doing it, but they don't like to make it public. The younger generation, it's all free and fun loving and prison rapey.
the Gen Z prisoners, I'm sure.
Oh, the Gen Z prisoners are so woke, dude. Oh, by the way, I knew about trannies before there were trans rights. There were trannies in prison with full rights. Yeah, there was this guy, Apple. Well, I don't want to misgender him. There was this thing named Apple, okay? And Apple had a long, beautiful weave, big-ass tits, and like the most perfect dick I've ever seen. I swear to God, yes. But Apple was old school. She didn't have the money to get the rest of the surgery done, evidently. And so she was out there selling dope, big-time fucking kilos, and got caught. So... I don't know. Maybe she's gotten out and, was able to get a loan on it or something.
Was she popular? I'm assuming she was popular.
She was one of the illest boxers. She was a Golden Glove winning boxing champion at the Oregon State Penitentiary because she had to be. She would get brutalized. You know what I mean? So I saw Apple fuck people up, men up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw they, them fuck up he, her, him. Big time, bro. It was wild. Yeah.
Damn.
But Apple would leave like a candy bar on your pillow. Apple is also kind of a predator. I'm okay, let's be honest. Apple, because she'd been down a long time. Apple would leave, if you were like new to prison, new to the cell block, and you were on Apple's cell block, them would leave a candy bar on your pillow. Kind of like a little Andes mint when you go to like a hotel.
Yeah, sure.
And if you pick that candy bar up and you ate that candy bar, you were going to owe Apple something.
Oh, so it's a trap.
Yes, exactly. So they would tell you like, don't accept gifts from people.
That's
you know what I mean?
The one thing I'd be very that's what I'm conscious of. If I ever had to go to prison, I'd be like, okay, I'm not taking anything from anybody. No help, no nothing.
But here's the thing: if somebody wanted to fuck me, I'd be like, dude, I just ate a payday. I'll give you $2. What kind of exchange is this?
Yeah, but you don't have the
I try to
normal
reason
access.
with them.
You don't have the normal access. They're like, nah,
I'll pay you $5.
That was mine.
Yeah, that was mine, and now that's mine.
Yeah,
give me that fucking Hershey's Kiss.
Yep.
Did you find a candy bar on your...
Oh, let me say that again. I'm like, it's a payday. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm going to need that Hershey's Kiss.
There you go. Did you find a candy bar on your pillow?
No candy bar on my pillow.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I had respect because I was like a big time drug dealer, so I had like a good crime.
Yeah.
It was known as what's like a good crime.
Yeah.
If you had a bad crime, it meant you had bad paperwork. That's how we referred to it as paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as you hit the block, they say, let me see your paperwork, right? So, and that's to check to make sure you're not either a sex offender or a snitch. Oh. So yeah, so I had good paperwork, and I was known as kind of like not like a kingpin, but I was known as like a. Yeah, like kind of like a big will.
You had a legit reason.
Exactly. That was like a
and
good.
you bald?
Yeah, and I was a hooper, so it's like, whew.
Yeah,
So I had respect after that, and I would like write, and they knew me as like a college boy.
Yeah.
So guys would give me like canteen. They would give me soup or cigarettes, and I would write them letters home to like their spouses if they were illiterate.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
You were like, you were like the Nicholas Sparks of prison.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. And they'd be like, "Don't
I
make."
waited 7 years for you.
They'd be like, "Don't make it too good. You're putting punctuation in there.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?"
Dear Juan.
My dearest Juan.
Yeah. Dear Guadalupe.
I miss you so badly.
Say you.
Oh yeah, I missed you so badly. I hear you are married now to my cousin. Yeah, so this shit was interesting. It was interesting for sure. I mean, I tell you what though, if I did it again, I don't know. I think I'd probably become an animal. I'd probably be, I'd probably be getting my dick sucked. What?
I think you did it. I think that is you had as far as prison stints go, that's like the perfect.
You had a good lineup.
It was a good. It could have gone a lot worse, because I was in a maximum security prison. So it's a comedy show.
The fact that
I don't want to talk about the serious stuff.
The fact that you could help people out. You were likable with the basketball hooping, and you had
I had a good crime.
A respectable
I had
crime.
some respect, some street.
Those
cred,
are all positives in my book.
Yeah.
How do you think one of us would have done in prison?
It depends what prison. We're talking about the prison I was in.
Yes.
Not good. You'd be in protective custody. No offense. I'm not saying, but no offense. You're just
Why?
you're too short.
What does that have to? So you're saying short kings can't last in prison?
Well, they can last if you're good with your hands. If you're good with a knife, you know.
So you think?
What about like non-violent?
It doesn't matter, bro, because I was a nonviolent crime and now I'm in a violent prison.
So what?
Like I had to fight too. I had respect because they knew I fought in the county jail.
Okay.
So they knew I got, it was a long story, but I didn't get bail. So I got arrested, sent to county, and was not able to bail out.
This is all in your paperwork.
Yes, exactly. But they knew, I knew guys from the county who had saw me fight, saw me square up against like big dudes, like Nazi tattoo, swastika dudes. You know what I mean? And I fought them straight up. I had the stand-up fade, as we called it. So that also gets you respect. So they vouched for me when I went in there. So they're like, he's pretty good with his hands. He's not going to be such an easy victim. So you guys might be okay. But you have to fight. I had to fight 3 or 4 times in county jail. I got sent to the hole. And
so you have to pay your
it's
dues.
easier just to fucking jerk a guy off, dude. Just jerk somebody off. What are you trying to be, a hero?
So you just think short kings can't last in prison?
Yeah, not if you're not going to do some knife work.
So if
you're going to do some knife work, you'll be fine.
I either have to use my hands for knife fighting or use them for jerking off.
Exactly.
Either way, you use
What
your
are you
hands.
going to choose?
Yeah. I'm going to pray I can play basketball against them, and hopefully that gives me some respect.
Exactly.
And I have good paperwork.
You've been out for a while though. So what do you think about like society now? Because it seems like we have a very soft society. I feel like a lot of people are like easily triggered. Like, you know, we're just it's a very, and especially in Los Angeles, you live in quite a bubbled ecosystem.
Right.
How do you toughen up the
next generation?
Well, the whole. What's your question? I mean, I don't know how you toughen them. You don't. You just watch them, you know, wither away into like not even human, really, or they're gonna go to the metaverse. Everybody's gonna be in the metaverse, and then criminals like me will be stealing everything because everybody will be hooked up to the metaverse, and we'll just be cleaning everything up, right? We'll be taking all the real life shit.
So you're a politician.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
I might be. Should I run as the politician who turned himself around?
Well, I think if you
would be a good politician.
I would be a good politician. I'm a liar. I'm greedy.
Yeah.
I'll say anything to get ahead.
Yeah.
And
Except funny jokes.
and and no offense taken, dude. And I'll fuck little kids. Take that out, dude. Take that part out.
No, that's literally the clip. The only clip we're using. We're only clip we're using the
4 seconds. I'll fuck little kids.
Johnny Mitchell collab on this? Yes or no?
I'll fucking accept. They're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I need the numbers. But no, the whole thing's changed because now the pendulum has swung. So I was still at the end of the tough on crime era, which lasted from Reagan, shout out to Simi Valley.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey.
Reagan.
All the way to basically 2010, 2011, which is when marijuana first started becoming legal. And that's basically been, and every year it just gets more liberal, more PC, and the laws soften. So that's good. A lot of the drug laws should go away. You know what I
agree
mean?
with that,
They're way too fucking harsh, but they're soft on shit that they shouldn't be soft on. Like criminals just won't change, bro. You go talk to people in prison, they're like, oh yeah, most people deserve to be in here. I talked to my boy. He was like, oh, and this was like a gangbanger, like robbing jewelry stores, banks. He was like, just for fun, because I was talking to him about politics. He's real smart. I'd say, do you think there's too many people in prison? He goes, fuck no. He's like, if I was a politician, I would lock up 10% of America. This guy said this. So you could say, oh, picket for prisoners' rights, but you go in there and you're like, God damn, thank God we have these motherfucking places.
Yeah. I like Robert Durante's way of handling things. Have you seen that? He's the president of the Philippines.
Oh, what, you're so white. Duterte?
No,
you fucking white colonialist slave owner?
Just for reference, Durante is my grandpa's Italian Italian friend.
Oh my fucking God.
The last
you cracker.
Joe Durante.
You dumb guinea. You dumb guinea wop bastard.
I don't think you do well in
Duterte.
prison.
That's a family friend, Ala.
Oh, it's so funny. Duterte. Yeah.
Yeah, he throws people out of helicopters for drug stuff.
that's they shouldn't do that either. There's probably some happy medium.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, you see what happens when you let when you take your hand off the little child and you let him run everywhere. I mean, that's what happens.
Well, that's why I think you should go back to prison. I think we should relock you up.
As somebody, why? Because I'm nasty at fucking hoop.
Yes, you kill it on the court.
That's the plot of a movie. I'll intentionally get locked up to turn around the OSP basketball team.
That's what Prison Break was about. On Fox.
Yes. That's what American History X was about.
They're good hoopers.
Oh, that's true. Aside from the fight, what's the worst moment you've had with a heckler in stand-up?
I mean, I call that the best moment because Daddy went viral.
Yeah, that guy gave him a career.
Let's see. I'd say the worst moment. Jesus Christ. I mean, there's been so many though. You think about it. Like you just think about all these just awful gigs that you do everywhere when you're first starting out, right?
Well, and for you in particular, I feel like you definitely have like edgier material. So if you have somebody that's like not about it, which is probably a good amount.
Oh my God, dude! My first 6 months in comedy, every single night, the worst. Because I started out doing open mics at what was it called? Under Sunset, Echoes Under Sunset.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys remember that place?
I don't think we ever did.
And it was like an alt room. It was mostly open mics, but it was also like they would have these like tiny little shows, and it was the epitome of like the era of alt comedy and nerds. Like, you know what I mean? It was like 21-year-olds. I was fresh out of prison.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm already like, my mind ain't right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just back from Nam.
Well, I've always said you're my favorite alt comic.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. You should see I'm deadly with the harmonica on stage.
That's our shtick.
Oh, damn it. You're right, dude. I thought it was juggling.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We do both. We juggle with harmonicas.
So you guys are sliding between each other's legs.
Yes.
I know it.
Yeah.
I know it, and you know it. But it was just doing comedy, and I'm doing jokes like I'm trying to mimic like Chris Rock and Louis. I'm talking about like, black people and pussy and, midgets, no offense. And so I'm doing it in front of to the not just dead stares, but stares of like, you are a bad from people, guys that are talking about like Tinder and how I hate my racist father and isn't Uber crazy.
Uber is crazy.
Isn't it weird?
Oh my God, it was fucking 6 months and just bombing.
Yeah.
Bombing. And like people wouldn't look at me, wouldn't talk to me. So that was a whole hodgepodge of like, so I can't isolate it to one single memory.
Yeah, glad to see nothing's changed.
Do you think that some of those girls secretly wanted to fuck you though?
I think so. I think so. And I did fuck a few of them.
That's great.
Yeah, they're trying to get back at their fathers.
That's all you
They're
can
like,
ask
he's
for.
not black, but he is a wigger. He clearly wanted to be black.
He went to prison. That's good
he went
enough.
to prison. Exactly.
Johnny, we're closing this bad boy out. Plug.
A lot of
I know
fun,
you got
guys.
New podcast. Plug everything.
Yes, go watch The Connect with Johnny Mitchell on YouTube, and we're audio as well on Spotify. It's about prison and drug dealing and the world of crime. I dissect all that. And go follow me on Instagram at Mr. Johnny Mitchell. A lot of content. Hot
content.
Smelly content.
That's all it's about now.
My mom's a cunt. Yeah, it's all it is.
It's all content, baby.
Exactly.
Check us out. Tour is lava. We'll be in all those towns listed above. Go to our website, virzitriplets.com. If you already listened to this part, you already follow us or whatever.
Take your cousin's dick out of your mouth and go see him in Hot Springs.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening. Please follow Johnny Mitchell on everything. Later.
Peace out. Fun pod, guys.
Thank you, Johnny. A lot of fun. A little over an hour.